Each step quickened my heartbeat, pulling me toward the bathroom door, slightly open, a sliver of light beckoning me into the unknown beyond. Mason stood before me, drenched and utterly exposed. In that instant, our bond ignited a storm inside me, my heart racing, threatening to escape its confines. Welcome to the world of heartbreaking love stories. Remember to like the video, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for our latest stories. May you find joy in every fleeting moment of peace. Grateful beyond words, let's dive into the heart of the tale. My stepson pushed me to move faster, his frustration palpable and urgent. A story of raw betrayal unfolds. My journey took an unexpected turn, leading me to a moment that pierced my heart. In a world not so far away, a woman named Lily existed. At 38, she steered through a life that seemed perfect to everyone else. My husband, Liam, thrives in business, yet beneath it all lies a tempest of unspoken desires and painful choices. He is swept away in a storm of obligations, each day consumed by an unending series of trips and meetings. Always by his side, I watch as he carries the weight of the world, illuminated only by the soft glow of his screens. Every goodbye he speaks, every ounce of passion he invests, pulls me deeper into a storm of longing and solitude. Once, a young man named Mason, a cherished family friend, emerged at 20, woven with the weight of his own stories. Mason aches to break free, his spirit restless, longing for the endless sky above. After 2 years of college, Mason stood at a crossroads, his heart heavy with the weight of his decision. He chose to leave his studies behind and plunge into the workforce, despite his family's unwavering support. He landed a job at a nearby grocery store, pouring his heart into every task. He would return at noon, weary yet hopeful, seeking solace in the tranquility of our haven. Subscribe to my channel and let me craft more captivating tales that strike a chord within you, just like this one. Stay with this video until the end. The story will grip you and echo in your heart. This summer ignited with a passion that mirrored the turmoil of unspoken desires. The warmth enveloped the space, infiltrating every crack in the door, saturating the home with an undeniable intensity. On a seemingly ordinary morning, Liam left for work, his mind weighed down by the weight of his responsibilities. He shut the door, and the silence swallowed him whole, a finality that resonated in the stillness. The heavy hush wrapped around me, a soul spirit lost in the infinite abyss. As the morning sun rose, Mason toiled at the store, his heart burdened with unspoken desires and dreams unfulfilled, each day pulling him home at noon, leaving a haunting ache in the air. The sun scorched the sky, its relentless heat enveloping the yard, stirring emotions that flickered just beyond grasp. By the window, a heaviness gripped my heart. I gazed into the distance, lost in thought, when the soft echo of footsteps pierced the silence. Mason was coming. With a creak, the door swung wide. He stepped inside. Sweat dripped down his brow. His t-shirt clung to him like a second skin. "Mom, it's unbearable today," Mason sighed, dropping the bag of snacks on the kitchen table. Defeated, my heart swelled as I witnessed my eldest son thrive, each day unveiling the magic of his growth. My heart brims with unspoken emotions, a tempest waiting to break free. Mason approached the refrigerator, the cold bottle in his hand a stark reminder of the warmth he couldn't express. He sank into the creaking chair, his thoughts wrapping around him like a suffocating fog. The room was shrouded in silence, pierced only by the relentless hum of the fan and the soft, sorrowful drip of water from the chilled bottle, each drop echoing the weight of unspoken emotions hanging in the air. In the heavy, oppressive air, we drifted apart, each lost in our turbulent thoughts, the scorching heat amplifying the unspoken tension that lingered between us. The oppressive heat wrapped around me, pushing me toward the shower's cool embrace, desperate to wash away the turmoil within. As I neared the bathroom, the haunting sound of running water echoed, reflecting the turmoil raging within me. Each step quickened my heartbeat, pulling me toward the bathroom door, slightly open, a sliver of light beckoning me into the unknown beyond. Mason stood before me, drenched and utterly exposed. In that instant, our bond ignited a storm inside me, my heart racing, threatening to escape its confines. Paralyzed by uncertainty, I remained motionless, engulfed by a storm of conflicting emotions. Mason was lost in the embrace of the water, oblivious to my presence, as I stood silently, a hidden observer of his intimate moment of contemplation. The heat consumed me, a suffocating embrace that went beyond the sweltering air. A mysterious energy surged within me, igniting a storm of emotions in my heart. In that brief instant, the words eluded me, wrapping me in a storm of confusion and shame, driving me to flee before the truth could step into the light. In a heartbeat of doubt, my foot brushed the mop, sending it crashing to the ground, a loud echo of the turmoil raging within me. A sharp noise shattered the stillness, igniting a wave of dread within me. Rushing back to the living room, a sharp pang seized my heart. I desperately hoped Mason would remain oblivious to my presence. As I sank into the chair, my heart pounded, breaths quickened, and my body shook as if I had narrowly dodged a grim fate. The mop's sharp clatter against the floor pierced my mind, igniting a deep-seated fear that Mason might recall something wrong. A thick, unsettling silence enveloped the house, suffocating and oppressive. The silence from the bathroom was suffocating, a tense stillness hinting at the storm within. In my search for peace, I battled a relentless tempest that surged in my heart. My feelings for you run deeper than blood. They stir the heart, igniting desire, a haunting reminder of what could have been. In that fleeting instant, a buried longing surged within me, a feeling I had battled to suppress for far too long. Shame and guilt clung to my heart, spiraling me into chaos and deep anxiety. I rose and paced the living room, battling fiercely to dispel the haunting image etched in my mind. Yet it clung fiercely, an unrelenting force that ignited a deep unease within me. The silence after the water receded was thick, and then Mason emerged, a shadow wrapped in unspoken emotions that lingered in the air. Mason stood, exhausted from the day's struggles, his face a portrait of deep, unspoken pain. I glanced at him, then quickly looked away, evading Mason's gaze. Yet the tempest within me raged on. Mason's gaze locked onto mine, a fleeting smile hinting at unspoken feelings that electrified the air between us. "Mother, did you sense the soft whisper in the wind? Something has just fallen, and the air is thick with tension." I struggled to maintain my composure, but a tremor escaped, betraying the turmoil inside. "Oh, beloved mother, let go of the mop. Everything is fine now." As those words escaped me, a tremor of unspoken feelings resonated deep in my soul. In that instant, heavy with unspoken feelings, I averted my gaze, battling the tempest within. Mason shrugged, his silence echoing our unspoken desires. He retreated to his room, the door clicking shut, leaving my heart in chaos. The house was silent, but my mind raged with turmoil. Heat flooded my being, intensified by the oppressive summer air, intertwining with the ghost of Mason, ensnaring me in a whirlwind of feelings that defied reason. I sank into the chair, hands cradling my head, grappling with haunting memories that refused to release their grip. "Lena, what will you risk?" A heavy guilt clung to my soul, suffocating my heart in dread and regret. A fleeting look with Mason shattered my search for peace, igniting a storm within. A fire ignited within, seizing my focus. Amidst a tempest of emotions, I drifted, grasping for understanding, yet feeling ever more powerless to escape the chaos within. As dawn broke, time marched on, echoing the relentless beat of their hearts. In a familiar scene, Liam devoured his breakfast, eyes locked on his phone, racing through a flood of emails and messages that flashed before him. With trembling hands, I arranged the breakfast table, masking my turmoil as waves of sorrow crashed over me, dreading his week-long business trip on the horizon. Though I knew Liam's relentless routine, each time he spoke of leaving, my heart plummeted, a deep void enveloping me like a looming storm. "Don't worry, I'll handle everything at home when this journey ends," Liam declared, urgency in his voice, forcing a smile through the tension. He stood, stepped outside, and the tension lingered, thick and suffocating. The door clicked shut. Silence enveloped the room, thick with unspoken thoughts and raw emotions. Mason sat across from me, fingers swirling the coffee, eyes heavy with unspoken thoughts and a weariness that tugged at my heart. As Liam disappeared, Mason looked up, his face a silent cry for understanding, heart torn apart. "Mother, finally, I have a week to escape the shop's relentless grip. Shall we dive into an adventure, just you and me? It feels like forever since we last came together, wrapped in the weight of unspoken feelings and quick glances." A bittersweet smile touched my lips as I shook my head, remorse flickering in my eyes. "Your father is lost in his work, off on a seemingly endless business trip that drags on for a week." Mason's eyes held a heavy sorrow, a deep ache hidden beneath the surface, his lips pressed shut as if battling a torrent of unvoiced emotions. He remained silent, a subtle nod, the only acknowledgement of the suffocating tension that hung between them. As he stood up, he collected the dishes, the air thick with unspoken words and lingering emotions. Mason yearned for a genuine family escape, free from the burdens of work and the ache of separation. After breakfast, silence enveloped us, heavy with unspoken words, as we lingered in a space filled with longing and unfulfilled dreams. Wandering through memory's corridors, I felt the weight of time since I last entered Mason realm, touching his deepest thoughts, emotions, and dreams. Life tangled us in its relentless web of routines, barely allowing a moment to glimpse the depths of one another's souls. In the living room, we lingered, a cool breeze whispering through the half-open window, carrying a fleeting taste of freedom. Sunlight pierced the curtains, a soft glow dancing on the carpet, echoing the unspoken emotions that lingered in the air. "Mom, I have so much to tell you," Mason said, his voice heavy with unspoken feelings. "I'm eager to hear your story, no matter what it holds." "I'm here, ready to hear the whispers your heart aches to reveal." My smile was soft, my eyes urging him to move closer, brimming with unvoiced hope. He spun tales of daily life, the lively shop, quirky customers, and surprising moments that ignited his joy. Yet beneath the surface, a profound longing stirred, hinting at the complex depths of his heart. My heart raced as I sensed a fragment of the bond that had slowly slipped away over time. Mason's eyes sparkled with a bittersweet joy, memories pulling at my heart, leaving a haunting warmth that was both beautiful and painful. Time slipped away and I lost myself in our conversation, feeling the barriers that once separated us vanish in this fleeting, blissful instant. With a teasing smile, I re-masoned, "You're quite the formidable presence." Have you ever considered the captivating notion of creating an intense connection with someone extraordinary? Mother, I can't shake the feeling of their eyes on me as I walk by, their gazes heavy with unspoken thoughts. Mason laughed, danced through the air, a bittersweet melody hiding the tempest within. Dear Mother, we must handle this with deep care. I still want to prioritize my work, he said, his voice a captivating blend of mischief and earnestness. We cherished our talk, stitching together memories of golden days, the sunlit picnics with little Mason, and the playful mischief that brought him to face Liam and me. In that instant, laughter erupted, filling the air with nostalgia and warmth, as if the past had momentarily returned, offering a fleeting glimpse of joy once more. Hours slipped away and noon sunlight poured through the window, flooding the room with a golden glow that felt almost unbearable. My heart soared, a powerful wave of love and understanding crashing down the invisible gulf between Mason and me. A heavy silence hung in the air, the clock inching closer to noon's toll. Silence enveloped them, thick with unspoken pain, as mother and son faced their own shadows, lost in grief. The air shifted, enveloping us in a warmth that was tender and peaceful, drawing us closer than ever. In that instant, Mason's eyes pierced the silence, and he posed a question that rendered me mute, lost in a whirlwind of uncertainty, struggling to find my words. Mother, did you witness my raw moment yesterday? My heart pounded, warmth flooding my cheeks as the question hung, heavy with unspoken longing. My throat burned, silencing me completely. Mason's gaze pierced through me, filled with yearning and unspoken questions, demanding a response and leaving no room for uncertainty. Yesterday, your gaze found me, yet I chose to feign ignorance, lost in the delicate rhythm of our unspoken connection. Those words hung heavy, my heart twisted in a fierce grip of shame and fear. My mind was a tempest, thoughts colliding like furious waves. Mason bore the heavy burden of his awareness, choosing silence, clutching his thoughts tightly until this moment. My emotions clawed at my throat, each word trapped, gasping for release. Our eyes locked and an electric tension surged, igniting a thrilling, perilous spark between us. Just as I was about to reveal my deepest feelings, Mason's voice cut through the silence, shattering the moment with an unexpected urgency. Lily, my feelings for you are profound, beyond what words can capture. Mason's voice was soft, yet it burned with passion. My feelings for you run deeper than blood. They ignite a blaze of longing, as if destiny has crafted a story where we are destined for more than mere mother and son. Mason's unexpected revelation hit me like a fierce gust, rendering me momentarily breathless. My heart is a tempest swirling with surprise, concern, and an aching longing that pulls at my core. In an instant, time froze, and my heart stopped beating. His gaze pierced through the silence, alive with unspoken desires and hidden truths. Those eyes held a deep fire, laced with a flicker of longing that seemed almost unattainable. In that instant, a suffocating silence wrapped around me, battling the deep truth that had shattered my entire world. My heart ached, a tempest within, as Mason's words echoed hauntingly in my mind. Mom, you wondered if I wanted a girlfriend, but deep down, it was only you I longed for. A wave of grief crashed over me, my heart racing with an intensity I couldn't ignore. A surge of emotion crashed over me, long overdue and overwhelming. A storm of emotions raged inside me, battling the weight of unspoken words as a deep silence enveloped everything, amplifying my turmoil. Mason lingered nearby, his gaze filled with understanding, sensing the storm brewing within me. My heart raced, heavy with unspoken questions. What ignited these profound feelings in me after such a long stretch of isolation? Is it possible that fate has intertwined our paths, allowing me to face the fragile essence of vulnerability and the fleeting allure of youth once more? "Do you really mean that?" I asked, my voice quivering with doubt. But Mason remained silent. In that brief moment, he grasped my hand, defying the turmoil around us, as soft as a hidden longing, barely within reach. Mason's gaze enveloped me, a soothing warmth that chased away every worry. Mason held me tightly, his warmth a reminder of the deep bond we had forged over time. His arms enveloped me, a fierce shield against the weight of my fears. His heartbeat echoed in me, a mesmerizing rhythm that filled the air with a warm intensity, wrapping my senses in a bittersweet embrace. "My heart aches solely for you," whispers wrapped around me, a tender embrace heavy with unspoken longing. Mason's lips hovered tantalizingly close, a fragile promise suspended in the silence. My heart raced, caught in a whirlwind of emotions. In that instant, I realized that no words could convey the depth of my emotions, just like the warmth of Mason's embrace. From that moment on, Mason and I shared a bond that pulsed with deep, unspoken meaning. We waded through a storm of emotions, knowing we had to tread carefully. From that moment, an unseen thread bound our fates, a dangerous and secret connection. Every time Liam departed, the serene home transformed into a realm thick with unspoken emotions and a heavy tension in the air. Mason's piercing gaze pierced the air, stirring a storm of doubt in me. Yet I couldn't resist the magnetic pull of the enigmatic bond we shared. The door crashed closed, footsteps reverberating in the stillness, and the embrace pulsed with a frantic need, as if the outside world threatened to expose our hidden truth. In the depths of our souls, we felt it, a connection destined for sorrow. A path that promised only heartache. In a twist of fate, we were pulled into each other's arms, an enchanting flame drawing us closer, despite the danger it held. In those fleeting moments, I was blind to the looming consequences and the judgments that surrounded us. For Mason, the allure of the forbidden grew stronger with each passing moment. Every hidden truth yearns to emerge, and deep within me, I sense that one fateful day it will rise, shattering the fragile world we cling to so tightly. Mason and I are locked in a relentless struggle, torn between the raw intensity of our feelings and the harsh realities that bind us. Each glance ignites a storm of shame and unspoken longing, suspended in the air like a haunting melody. Those fleeting moments of our accidental touches haunt me, stirring a storm of emotions within. Every day, this inner turmoil grips my mind, relentless and consuming. Still, I am drawn in by the connection between us. In the fabric of our existence, fleeting threads confront us, moments brimming with passion, yet shadowed by regret. On a fateful afternoon, Liam unexpectedly returned home, altering everything. The car screeched to a halt, and the sharp click of the key in the lock sent a chill through me, dread flooding my heart. As Mason and I pulled away, our gazes locked, a storm of uncertainty and discomfort flickered between us. Liam stepped inside, exhaustion etched on his face, yet his eyes shone with a fierce longing and a trace of desperation. His gaze flickered between Mason and me, uncertainty sparking briefly, yet he chose to remain silent. The room buzzed with unspoken feelings, a fragile tension hanging in the air, ready to snap. I realized this couldn't last forever. The air crackled with doubt, a sharp reminder of the need for clear boundaries. I realized I had to sever this chaotic bond before it shattered beyond repair. That evening, I summoned Mason to the porch, the air thick with unvoiced emotions and charged looks. The light flickered on his face, revealing deep emotion in his eyes. "We can't keep going like this, Mason," I whispered, my voice trembling with raw emotion. "My feelings for you run deep, a constant current of unspoken secrets and unrealized dreams, as if we've always been intertwined. To choose differently would bring inevitable pain." Mason's voice faded, lost in silence, his gaze lowered, a profound sorrow etched on his face. Finally, he broke, his resolve shattering under the weight of silent sorrow, as if a hidden truth had finally emerged. As our bond faded, silence wrapped around us, leaving a haunting ache that echoed in our very souls. Liam drifted in a fog of uncertainty, grappling with the weight of unspoken truths that surrounded him. I chose to envelop myself in my family's warmth, seeking to mend my spirit's wounds and reignite the bonds that once thrived. Mason left everything behind, driven by a desperate need for peace and a chance to rewrite his story. In my journey, I found that the deep grip of loneliness and the desperate need for love can lead to a cascade of tragic choices. The weight of genuine emotions hit me hard, revealing the bravery needed to confront our deepest desires. To safeguard what truly matters, one must release the burdens never meant to be borne. The ending ignites a profound longing and contemplation, masoning the dawn of healing as one learns to let go. Having endured so much, I feel compelled to share my thoughts with anyone grappling with their own profound struggles or heartache. Discovering oneself in the stillness of solitude holds immense power. In a moment, I was engulfed by solitude, a piercing emptiness echoing with unfulfilled dreams. In the depths of my heart, I understood that seeking fleeting comforts would lead to deeper anguish. I confronted the tempest within, delving deep into my feelings and encountering the shadows that haunted my thoughts. Honor your limits and cherish your value. In the chaos of feelings, I found the crucial need for boundaries in relationships, a truth revealed through deep and painful experiences. Embrace your worth and hold your loved ones close. They shield you from choices that haunt the heart for a lifetime. Connection and closeness are everything. In the depths of solitude, dare to reach out and reveal your heart. When hearts are heavy with unspoken words, a sincere conversation can unravel confusion, forging a fragile yet profound connection that dances on the edge of propriety. Embrace the struggle. Let it forge a stronger you. As I moved ahead, I stumbled over the stones beneath me, grappling with the crushing weight of my grief. In the end, I realized that punishing myself only deepens the pain. Embracing self-forgiveness ignites the healing of the heart, lighting the way to rise again. Hold tight to the connections that resonate within you. In the end, I discovered that true wealth lies in the bonds we forge with those who genuinely value us, even when the world tries to tear us apart. Do not let passing feelings steer you away from your journey. In the turmoil and the tempest inside, pause to confront the abyss of your emotions. Dive into your heart's shadows and follow the path that resonates with your truest desires. I've discovered that true strength goes beyond just unwavering resolve. It's about the clarity to let go of what no longer uplifts us